Hey everybody, welcome to Brick Vault. Today is another LEGO Weekly News Update. Sorry it's coming to you on Monday instead of Saturday. I was almost done with it, and then before I was able to render the video, the entire building and the surrounding block, I mean for like at least a block and a half on either side, everything blacked out in the middle of the night. Even the intersection, it wasn't even like blinking lights, it was just total darkness. And it basically took that as a sign to go do the weekend stuff and then come back on Monday. So sorry. Anyways, we're going to be talking about Collectible Minifigure Series 19. Two other sets got voted into ideas with 10,000 votes. During the Series 19, I talked about it without knowing the official names of the characters, even though I know them now. So you can find those out now, but in the video, I just assume what the characters are talked about. Anyways, in general, lots of cool stuff is happening with the studio. We are way further along with the city. We just got some really essential pieces to finally start finishing off the front of our Yavin 4 diorama. So Yavin 4 is actually getting super close to being finished. Like the jungle's further along, everything's a lot further. So we're gonna have an update for you guys in the next week or two with that. And anyways, lots of cool stuff happened in the world of LEGO this week. But first, what did we put up in the web store? So the custom build that has gone up in the web store this week is from Borderlands, or any of the Borderlands games. We've got Claptrap, and specifically there's actually 3 different types. You get your classic one in yellow and white, the Jacob's Claptrap that's wooden, and also a Customs Claptrap, or a Cop Claptrap. Jarek, the designer, did a really nice job knocking these guys out. They make really excellent little desk displays. I have them on mine right now, and it was really fun making the review video because I got to include clips that were a little bit more raunchy than what we normally include on our channel. Anyways, you can find the instructions at our web store, www.brickvault.toys. It's a great way to help support the channel if you wanted to make these custom creations yourself. And now let's jump into the biggest story of the week by far. The Collectible Minifigure Series 19 has been revealed, so let's go through all the different characters. There are 16 in total. I don't exactly know when it's going to get released yet, and we also don't know what the distribution is going to be like in the boxes. So anyways, I got the info from Spielwaren, that's a German website, and let's just go through each of the figs. I don't think I know the official names of these guys yet, but we have our dog caretaker, dog sitter perhaps. She looks like she's ready to go out on a walk or just hang out with a bunch of dogs. She's got overalls, a special cap that's got a little dog print and some hair around the side. That's probably the best molded piece. A pooper scooper. That shovel has been molded in green for possibly the first time. And then I think everybody's favorite, the 2 different dog molds. For some reason I want to say I think we did get a French Bulldog at one point as a mold or something quite similar to that, but we definitely haven't gotten a hot dog or a dachshund before. So that's probably the best mold from this particular minifig. I like this one. And then we get a fox costume. Also comes with a female face. It looks like it's a costume in a role play, though she does seem to be committing pretty hard because she has stolen a chicken and also just has a bag of something else that the fox also stole. She's also got a tail piece. Pretty excellent mold for the fox mask. And then I know people are gonna lose their heads over this one. We've got the gamer. That is a specially molded game controller piece. I'm gonna say it looks closer to a PlayStation controller than anything else. And he also comes with an actual game. It's printed in a 2x3, which is a bit big for just a case that holds on to the game, but it does say Playbox at the top. So yeah, probably a play on PlayStation if I had to make a guess. The graphic is pretty cool there. I think she's from Ultra Agents, or maybe that's another collectible figure from, I think, the last series. Also, he's got a brand new molded hair piece with green hair and a talking headset. And who doesn't want a minifigure with a soul patch? Okay, let's move down. This is the Monkey King, or the Monkey God, I think. I think this is an actual character directly taken from Chinese lore. And what can I say? He just looks awesome. I love the cape piece. The monkey mold for the head is awesome. The prints are great. He's super colorful, and it's also just a really kind of unique figure to get. Moving down, we have a shower buddy. This is a guy with a shower cap, which is funny. I don't know anybody that uses one of those, but I guess they're still a thing. And a cloth skirt piece that is meant to be the towel with little rubber duckies. And he comes with a green rubber ducky, a little comb, and he looks pretty happy to be taking a shower. Good expression. Next up is a programmer, or I'm pretty positive it's a programmer. I like the print for the sweatshirt or flannel shirt that's been wrapped around the waist. And I Google searched the letter L in binary and didn't even have to bother to search up the rest. You can probably guess what her shirt says. So that's kind of a funny little Easter egg. Decent print with the glasses there. I like the hairpiece as well. And then this is probably one of my more favorite figs from the collection, just because of the classic throwback with just a little bit of extra oomph added to the to this evil knight. I like the bat printing on the shield. There's also more printing all over the body and the armor, which is cool. And they took the classic sword and made it trans blue with also some type of print detailing on it as well. It's not overdone, looks very classic, and it's just kind of a fun evil figure. Here's a mountain biker lady. Not the first time we've gotten this mountain bike mold. I think we got one in green from the People Pack, but now it's in blue, and she has got some amazing prints just across the board. Very 80s it feels like. But anyways, it's dual molded legs, printing on the sides of the legs, dual molded arms, a new mold for hair and a helmet, and probably the best retro sunglasses of all time for a face print. Next up is a mummy. This one's a little bit confusing. I can't tell if that's an open face where you can actually see the face of the mummy, or if that's just a graphic, sort of like a mask put on top of a mummified, wrapped up corpse, because the corpse does look to be a bit old and tattered, yet the face is perfectly intact. Either way, very colorful. I love the print on the front of the torso, and the mold for the head is so bright and colorful as well. It really does look like just a fun new update for a mummy. I hope they come back to do more of those sets someday. Here is a female firefighter. That's a special print on a megaphone. Also a special mold that shows hair coming out from underneath the firefighter helmet, which may be the first time they've done that for a firefighter helmet. And then the body is, I don't know, probably just a little bit more detailed than that of a standard emergency worker. And then this guy might actually be my number one favorite. He's not just an explorer. This really does look like the official, unofficial, updated version of Johnny Thunder. Once again, I don't have the official names of the actual characters or figures yet. We just have these pictures right now. But come on, guys, it's Johnny Thunder, right? Of course, that backpack mold has been changed into, I think, better colors. He's got the dual molded legs with pockets, and you can see the high boots, and he even still has a red scarf. I mean, come on, it's the updated version. Look at the mustache. Also, that chameleon mold is great, and personally, I like this. They might not actually officially say it's Johnny Thunder, but I mean, it basically is. So good on you, LEGO. That's a fun little update. And then, wow, they really do have interesting characters. You guys in the comments below, tell me what you think they called this lady, or call this lady officially. The German translation from the original site says woman with floral clothes with flamingo and cyan. I don't know. That might be the name of the plant she's holding. Anyways, great looking prints for the pants. I love that we get this molded flamingo, and awesome hair, awesome face print. Can't see the torso as well, but that's still kind of interesting. Yeah, she's a very interesting character, possibly a shut-in, but she also seems kind of friendly at the same time. Anyways, we finally get a pizza guy. He doesn't look to be super happy being the pizza guy mascot, but heck, if you're selling dollar slices, I don't know what you've got to be sad about. It's a great mold for the pizza guy head in general, and also look at those pants. Awesome pants. This one will be loved and hated is my guess. We get the closest thing to a Care Bear without it actually being a Care Bear. Don't tell me you don't like the rainbow molded piece. And this character is kind of interesting, being very multicolored with minimal printing. They just change the colors of the hands, arms, legs, the whole deal, and then with an extremely unique print to kind of match up for the face. It's kind of like a panda or something. This next one might actually be a lot of people's favorites is my guess, just because it's the best version of like a super cool or bad looking character. It's a futuristic bounty hunter. That's the best I can do. You can see the Wanted poster, the new digital one. It's kind of like being projected in their hand. It says built or broken. That's awesome. And I can't see what the currency symbol is there at the bottom, but I'm just going to assume it's Wulong's. The armor's cool, the helmet's cool, the print for the body's cool, everything's good. And then we've moved on to the last fig, the rugby player. His uniform is in white and green. Somebody tell me if this is a certain team. I don't know anything about rugby, but I also like the mold that's made there for the rugby ball. It's actually clipped on so you can hold on to the ball, which is great. And I like the sunken in eyes and the print for the stubble around his face. It's a new print. I like it. Anyways, guys, those are all of the 16 figs. Let me know which ones ones are your favorite, your least favorites, that whole deal, and let's move on to the rest of the stories for the week. The August store calendar is now available, so I can tell you guys all the promotions for this month of August, starting on the 1st to the 7th, so it's happening right now. Free LEGO Jurassic Park World Baby Velociraptor Playpen Polybag is available with purchase of $35 or more of any LEGO Jurassic World sets, or of course while supplies last. For the first 2 weeks, so ending on the 14th, VIPs only get a free reversible tote bag with a purchase of $200 or more. And by the way, there's just lots of sales going on right now at the LEGO shop online, so that might be something to think about. But anyways, from the store calendar, the entire month of August, there's going to be LEGO Lab demonstrations at your local stores using technology, robotics, interactive, and powered up sets. But anyways, this Sunday on the 4th, you'll get a free LEGO Friends Mia's Water Fun Pack with a purchase of $35 or more while supplies last, but just on the 4th. And then on the 6th, the LEGO Harley-Davidson build event is happening. Signups have started already, and this is what the build is going to look like. Not necessarily minifig scale, but you do get a Harley Quinn, probably it's a sticker, my guess. Usually those building events are stickers and not official prints, but anyways, it's cool. And then on the 14th and 20th, there is an ice cream truck building event. Like always, there's more things on the calendar if you want to learn more, but that's what's going on for the LEGO stores and just general promotions throughout this next month. And now we're jumping on to ideas. Last week was the first week we didn't have any new sets get 10,000 votes of support, but this week there's 2 to make up for it. And this is the NASA spacecraft set that got 10,000 votes of support. It's from Micro Model, that's the designer, and included is the Discovery Shuttle, the Hubble Telescope, the Pioneer 10 probe, and Viking 1. I like that they're all built to a relatively small displayable size. My guess is a lot of adults would be into this too, to have as little displays on their desks, and it joins an ever larger sea of growing space sets that are getting voted through in ideas. The next one is the Haunted Mansion, that being the Disney Haunted Mansion. It is the 50-year anniversary coming up, so that would be, I guess, a pretty good way to commemorate the famous attraction. And for the most part, it looks like a pretty good build. Personally, I hope there'd be like a modular creator version of it, so you could just kind of fit it in with the rest. Ooh, a haunted modular creator would be cool, but you could fit it in with the rest of like a Lego City or something. But anyways, this has been set up a little bit differently, and of course that makes sense for the type of set that it is. Good Old Price is the name of the designer that submitted it, so congratulations on the 10,000 votes of support for both of the designers this week, and let me know in the comments if you think either of these sets have the ability to get turned into an official one. But alright, moving on, the San Diego Comic-Con sets that came out for this last con in 2019, all of the exclusive set building instructions have been released, so aside from maybe an exclusive print or 2, and of course the 2 exclusive figs from the Marvel set, you should be able to acquire the parts and build them on your own if you wanted to build them for considerably less than what they're being sold for on eBay right now. Alright, that's it for this episode, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Top 10 mocks of the week is going to get released in 1 hour from the time this video was released, so same time Monday. Anyways, we're gonna have Comic-Con exclusives. All of the Comic-Con exclusives video is also coming out this week, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And eventually, or not too much later after that, we'll have our entire Comic-Con exclusives collection video, which before we didn't have in the past, because before we didn't have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or the Unikitties and a few others. Anyways, alright, that's it for this episode, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Top 10 mocks of the week is coming just later today, and we'll see you next time at Brick Vault. Oh, hey guys, just popping in very quick to let you know that we have a LEGO web store, www.brickvault.toys, where we sell the PDF step-by-step instructions for some very high-quality mocks built by some incredibly talented designers that we work with from all around the world. So anyways, if you want to help support the channel, www.brickvault.toys, you get some really cool stuff. Definitely worth checking out. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time at Brick Vault.